Hello everyone, a very warm welcome again to the virtual session of science children. I hope you all are doing very well and you'll have celebrated Diwali very well hopefully. So now you had a sufficient break during Diwali and I hope you'll have all enjoyed the Diwali break. Now high time for you to get back to work. Let us see what are we going to have in this virtual session of science. Let us begin. Now for today's session we will have the continuation of the chapter transportation in animals and plants. I hope you have taken down all the notes given in the previous session before Diwali break. So here we are going to continue with the chapter and please keep your notebook updated so that you will have some notes with you for you to refer during the test and for you to understand what's going on in the virtual sessions. So please take down for the notes for today's session as well, children. Here we will continue with the chapter and we are going to have today's session. We are going to first see what is heartbeat. We have learned about the structure of the heart. We have seen how blood flow in the heart and in the body, how heart help in the transportation of blood, how it helps in purifying blood. So that the circulatory system of the body you have seen, how arteries, veins and capillaries all they work, we have seen in the previous sessions. So a very important part of the heart, that is the heartbeat, we are going to see. The muscles of the heart relax and contract continuously as it pumps the blood in the arteries. This rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the heart is called a heartbeat. So you all know we all have a heartbeat and that is very important for the survival, because there's a continuous flow of the blood in and out of the heart and there's a rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the heart muscles that give rise to the heartbeat, and that is extremely important because that shows the heart is functioning normally and we are going to survive. Otherwise, if the heart stop working, the rhythmic action of the heart stop, then a person would die. So that is so very important. The stethoscope is an instrument that is used to listen to the heartbeat of a person. It amplifies the heartbeat so that the doctors can monitor it and find out about the patient's condition. So if there's any heart condition for a patient, our stethoscope is used where it will amplify, it will magnify the sound of the heartbeat, and then doctor can easily find out the condition of the heart. So that instrument is used, that is called a stethoscope, and it contains two separate earpieces, a tube that connects them to a chest piece comprising of a sensitive diaphragm. So here we will have a look at the stethoscope. You can see over here how a stethoscope looks like. I hope you will have all seen this stethoscope when you visit to a doctor, and if you have any chest congestion, if you have cold and fever, so the doctor sometimes use a stethoscope to check the chest condition of the patients. You must have seen this, children. This helps doctor to know the condition of the heart, to know the condition of the chest. Just have a look at this. So now here we will see, do all animals possesses a circulatory system? So you have learned about the heart, you have learned about the pulse rate, you have learned about the heartbeat. Now here we will see, since you are learning about the circulatory system of the living organism, let us see, do animals possesses a circulatory system? No, animals like hydra and sponges do not possesses a circulatory system. These animals live in water, hence get food and oxygen from the water as it enters their body. So as the water comes out of their bodies, it takes away the carbon dioxide and waste material out of it. So this kind of system works in some animals like hydra and sponges. These are the exceptional cases where they will not have a proper circulatory system as the other multicellular organism will have. They have a different system where you can see they live in water, and water becomes a means of transportation of food and oxygen which enters their body, and the water helps in giving out the waste also from the body. So you just need to have this conceptual based question here. Please take this down. Now let us see excretion in animals. That is also a very important process in the living organism, because the toxic waste, as I told you, which will collect in the body, will be very harmful for the body. So that has to be eliminated, and that process you all know, that is called as excretion. So the cells in animals release some waste products as they perform different functions. These waste products are toxic, hence they must be removed from the bodies of the living organisms. The process of removal of waste products produced in the cells of the living organism is called excretion. So this entire process of removal of the toxic waste from the body is called as excretion, and I hope this concept is already clear with you all. Please take down all these points in your notebook, children. So let us see the excretory system in human being. Human being have a proper excretory system which has to work, which has to function properly in the body. Otherwise the entire system of the body will get disturbed. The toxic waste get collected in the blood, which will be very, very harmful. So let us see a proper excretory system, and you have to draw the diagram as well. So this is the excretory system of human, which consists of a pair of kidney, you can see over here, and you will see the tube-like structure, ureter, connected to the urinary bladder, and the bladder is connected to urethra, which is the exit of the urine. So that part, urethra is the small tube opening, that is actually the opening of the bladder where which help in the passage of the urine. So here you can see it has a renal vein, kidney has a renal vein and the renal artery, and pair of kidney connected to the vena cava and the aorta. These are the veins. And this is a proper excretory system of human. And please take down, this is extremely important diagram. Draw the diagram, label the diagram properly. You can color the diagram also, children, to make it look beautiful. So please draw this diagram with the labeling, and coloring of the diagram is optional. Now let us see how the system works. The excretory system is a system of organs in living organism that undergo excretion. That means excretion is not a simple process in human where the waste is just eliminated from the body. It has to go through various process and various organs involved in the process of excretion. So this excretory system consists of different organs. Let us see kidneys. There are two organs called kidneys. That means a pair of kidney present in the body. And these kidneys contain blood capillaries that filter out the unwanted substances from the blood in the form of urine. So this will help to filter out the unwanted substances. Whatever required for the body, it will take up, and the unwanted will be filtered out. It is actually the filter of the body. Kidneys are called the filters of the body because it is going to just eliminate the unwanted waste. It will filter it out. How you use to filter tea? You use sieve. Similarly, kidney act as a sieve. It will act as a filter, and it will get rid of the unwanted waste in the form of urine. Urinary bladder. The urine produced by the kidneys is stored in a bladder called urinary bladder. So it's a bag-like structure where the urine is stored before it is given out of the body, or before it is it find an exit out of the body. Then ureters, there are tube-like structures as you have seen in the diagram, which connect the kidneys and the urinary bladder together. They allow the passage of urine from the kidney to the bladder. So ureters, they are the tube, and you will see the elongated tube. You must have seen this elongated tube, ureter, which is connecting kidney to the urinary bladder, where the urine will get collected in the urinary bladder. And this will allow the passage of urine from the kidney to the bladder. Whereas urethra, there is a muscular tube through which the urine moves out of the body. So it is the opening through which the urine will be given out of the body. I hope this excretory system, all these organs, and the function of each of the organ is very clear with you all. Please take it down in your notebook. I hope the concepts are clear, children, and the diagrams mentioned in the session. Please draw the diagram along with the proper labeling. I hope you are keeping your notebook updated. Just a gentle reminder about your notebook, which has to be updated, children. Please do the needful. Thank you, children, and have a wonderful day.